Welcome to the channel. This is a brand new channel that I created to provide you guys with more content in the game called Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is a pretty fun game. It's a mobile. You can also play it on PC or consoles. Yeah, but I mainly play it on mobile, on my iPad, my phone, and on my PC. I don't normally play console versions for this game. But in this channel, we will be covering all the news for Genshin Impact, new news. We'll try to provide cover all the new updates that happen in Genshin Impact. We might, cause I might be busy in real life, we might not cover all of the content in a timely manner. So sorry about that if I miss any upcoming content that is coming to Genshin Impact, such as new characters and stuff like that. But I will try my best. I'll try my best to keep you guys informed about what's going on in the Genshin Impact community. But for starters, for my first video for this channel, I wanted to create this video showcasing my account and my opinions on how I've basically gone through Genshin Impact from the beginning all the way up to now. What you guys are seeing right now is actually my current account. It's a AR54. Yes, it's AR54. Yeah, so I've been playing. I think I started Genshin Impact. I think it was like 2 weeks after the launch of the game. But I think I've been playing every single day since the time I started. So I was able to accumulate to a pretty high adventure rank level. However, I feel like this isn't the max adventure rank level that someone has achieved in this game yet. I think I've seen at least people who are already AR like 57 or 56 or even 58. And I'm not too sure, but I do know the maximum adventure rank level for this game is 60. But with that being said, I want to show you guys what I currently have in this account. Well, for starters, I've never spent a single dime on this game. Never bought the Blessings of the Welcome Moon. I know if you wanted to spend money on this game, this pack right here, the Blessing of the Welcome Moon, is probably the best bang for your buck. But I've never bought in it, even though it's $5. $5 is pretty cheap. But I'm a free-to-play player, and I plan to remain a free-to-play player. So I've never topped up on any of these crystal bundles. I still have all my bonuses. So let's see what I currently have for my characters. So out of all the characters I'm unlocked, I have all of the 4-star characters unlocked. I have at least one copy of all of the 4-star characters. That's being free to play. I never spent a dime on this game. For my 5-star characters, I have Diluc, Child, Venti, Kachin, and Ganyu. Yeah, so I don't have all the 5-star characters, but that's pretty reasonable for being a free-to-play player. You're gonna end up having to skip a couple characters that you might enjoy or like. For example, I had to skip Klee when the Klee banner was out. I had to skip her. I just had to bite my tongue, hold back, and just let her go, you know. Because at the time I already had a Luke. He was already fire. I didn't know I needed two fire type characters, because in this game there's this in the end game in Genshin Impact there's this mode called the Spiral Abyss, and there you would need 2 different teams, and then 2 fire types would be useful, and putting one in each of those teams for the Spiral Abyss. But at the time when Klee banner was out, I didn't know. I was probably like adventure rank 30. I hadn't even attempted the Spiral Abyss. So I didn't really know what endgame content was like for this game. But with that being said, sometimes in this game, I do have regrets for not rolling for Klee. Even though look at how Klee is like. Yeah, if I could go back in time, I definitely would have rolled for Klee. But luckily, we have the Hutal banner that's coming up, which is good. So as for constellations, I do not have a lot of constellations. Let's see. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, let's move to a different area, and then I can show you guys my constellations. My constellations are pretty sub-average, especially for a free-to-play player. I don't think I have a single 4-star with max constellation. But I can show you that right now. My Diluc is Constellation 0, first of all. My Ganyu is Constellation 0. My Diona is actually Constellation 2. It's not bad. Constellation 2 is good for Diona. My Bennett, I think I have him at Constellation 2 also. Yeah, Constellation 1 is where you want Bennett to be at for this effect, which will basically break his kit. My Venti, definitely Constellation 0. Actually, and then my child is actually the only one where I actually have a duplicate constellation for, and he's at a constellation of 1. But his constellation doesn't really do much. Maybe provides a little bit lower CD so you can use his E faster, but it's not really game changing. And then my Kachin is Constellation 0. The rest of my 4 stars, Official, Constellation 1. Yep. My Barbara, she has a couple constellations, but doesn't really break her kit. 3 constellations. Traveler, this is your starting character. You can get constellation, all of the constellations for your Traveler if you just go through the game. My Noelle is Constellation 0, but I plan to get her to C1 soon. My Sucrose is Constellation 0 also. My Razor is Constellation 0. My Shenyan is Constellation 0. Actually, my Xiangling is actually the closest one to being maxed out. I'm missing 1 constellation for her. She's at C5 currently, and I'm just missing 1. Hopefully she'll get maxed out soon. My Amber's at Constellation 0. Noelle has a couple constellations. She's at C4. 2 more constellations for Noelle. My Chonyon is at... I don't remember if I have constellation. At Constellation 0. My Kaya is at Constellation 1. I know some people are Kaya fans. He can be pretty good. His C1 is pretty good. Gives him more crit rate. My Beidou is Constellation 3. And Beidou's a pretty good character. My Lisa is Constellation 1. Yeah. And my Xingqiu is Constellation 1 also. So I don't have that many constellations, but that's pretty much expected for a free-to-play player. You're not gonna get a lot of constellation. My goal for this game is just to at least get 1 copy of each of the characters I like. But I mainly focus on getting the 5-star characters that I like. Sometimes you might not be so lucky. You might not get the 5-star characters you want, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, whatever this game gives you is what you have to live with, right? I never really wanted child, but the game still gave me child. Had to live with that. But it's okay, this game is actually pretty grindy. Once you get a character from the gacha system that this game provides, you gotta level them up with a bunch of mats. And getting those mats are pretty simple, but sometimes some of those mats are gated behind resin. And resin is the type of it's like an energy system for most mobile games, so it regenerates over time. I think it's 1 resin per 5 minutes, so it's pretty slow regeneration speed, but it's capped at 160. You should always have your resin used up, so it's constantly regenerating, so you can constantly use them again. But to level up characters in this game, you gotta farm for materials to level them up first. You gotta farm for materials to level up their weapons. Oh man, then you have to farm for more materials to level up their skills. They have each character has their own talents. You can level up each of these 3 talents. Every character only has 3 different type of skills though that you can level up. The first one is just the basic normal attack. The second one is their elemental skill, and then the third one is the elemental burst. But this is pretty much my account. My account's nothing special compared to some of the big whales. But then again, I spent $0 on this game, and I'm pretty happy where I am. But in the future for this channel, I really want to give you guys keep you guys informed on what the meta is, what new characters are coming to the game, what mats you should be focused on farming. Maybe, and I also want to introduce you guys some tricks on how to farm those mats, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is just my first video for this channel. I plan to make more videos, so your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.